Sileskios lied. Or did he? Alright, let's get serious now. I know a lot of you were wondering, what did he do? How could Sileskios lie to us? Who the fuck am I? There's no easier way to summarize this, so before any of you start jumping to conclusions, I am not friends with any Diddies, nor am I one myself. I'm actually a big fan of Sileskios. I like his investigations and overall impact on the VRChat community. But I do think there should be a precedent where we can criticize big creators for poor work without having to be called a pedophile half the time.
Fuzzy?
And I'm gonna need you to listen to the video before you start throwing accusations. I don't want any of the nice try Diddies in my comments. Now, if you have no idea who Sileskios is, he's a pretty well-known YouTuber around the VRChat space, mainly doing predator expose videos. The scrap between Sileskios and a pretty small YouTuber named McRedler started around a week ago, and I personally looked into it to sum up my overall opinion. Now, McRedler made a video on Sileskios bringing up a few criticisms, and Sileskios did a live stream responding to the video. The video McRedler made kind of fucking sucked, and I don't think McRedler is a trustworthy source at all. I don't even believe he is who he says he is. I'm not schizophrenic on that one, trust me, I'm not. More on that a little later. To summarize the big points in the video, they boil down to Sileskios has a savior complex. Sileskios is immature with his responses. Sileskios doesn't provide enough evidence and isn't entirely thorough with his investigations, particularly pointing to a specific investigation on a person named Midori. Now, we can get rid of the first 2 points easily. I don't believe that in any of his content, Sileskios portrays himself as someone who has a savior complex. He's never said anything that might suggest him being that. Unless you think being a YouTuber whose entire channel is about helping victims and exposing predators is indicative of someone who has a savior complex, but you might just have a fucking problem at that point. Sileskios is immature with his responses. I don't even have to argue this. Sileskios said in his live stream that he can act a bit immature at times, and that's his bad. And he said he's genuinely trying to work on improving himself, so I don't even know what to say into that one. Now, the third point in this video has merit. In a video against Midori, a member of the Sonic community, he accused her of knowingly talking to a child 4 years below the age of consent. Whilst she did talk to the minor, Midori claims that she did not know her age and that the accuser lied about their age. Now, with Sileskios' video, there is only one screenshot where the victim has an admission of age, and that's a message that has been edited. Now, Sileskios commented on this, saying the victim made a simple grammar mistake, but this is the only admittance of her knowing the victim was a minor, and it's up for debate whether or not the victim lied about editing it or not. There is a concern with this. I don't know whether or not this genuinely warranted a full video being made about Midori, when there's not conclusive enough evidence that she went after minors maliciously. But don't get me wrong, Midori is just an overall weirdo and didn't handle the situation at all and made herself look more guilty. When faced with these allegations, she denied them in a doc. Not only that, she doxed the victim on YouTube and then deleted her YouTube channel and Twitter, making it so you can't even find the document defending her because she just decided to randomly delete all of her socials. And this isn't how you respond to controversy. If she was genuinely innocent, I think she just had to wait a bit and calmly respond to the situation with slam dunk evidence, but she didn't. She made all the wrong decisions and now you can't even find her response. This makes you believe that Midori in some way is guilty because she's deleted all of her socials, but this only really happened after the Sileskios video. When Sileskios was asked about the screenshot being edited, he also showed that it made sense within the context, which it does, but you could also argue that the accuser could have found a message to maliciously edit that would make sense within the context. If these mistakes become more consistent, this can muddy the water for past and future victims. People could bring up stuff about old cases and use this case as an excuse, saying, oh well, the guy making the allegations isn't truthful all the time, which could hurt genuine victims. By the way, if you have been exposed as a predator on Sileskios' channel or any other channel, don't comment under my video. One thing you gotta understand is that I fucking hate predators and people who prey on children. These are your allegations. Just fucking, I don't even know, man. Do your own research, I don't fucking know. But what if I told you that the person levying the criticisms against Sileskios is just a liar and deletes comments from victims and anything negative about him on his YouTube account. McRedler's YouTube account has only existed for around 3 months, and his Discord was only made 1 day after his video's release. Under his video and in his Discord, people were accusing him of being another creator called MansionMaster, a YouTuber also hailing from the Sonic community, where Midori was from. He denies this consistently, claiming he has no idea who MansionMaster even is. But if we look at MansionMaster's old channel and old audio clips of them and compare him to this new McRedler channel, it becomes just incredibly obvious. Here's a clip from the McRedler video.
The conclusion is, with all of this stuff I brought up is simple stuff. This is not complicated.
Now here's a clip from the MansionMaster video.
Is that not nice? And I get to help other people as well. The uni didn't like him, you know, other people didn't like him.
They sound exactly the same. Now, you see, I actually got into a call with McRedler. When I asked him about whether or not he was MansionMaster, he kind of did what I expected him to do and say there's no fingerprint evidence of him being him.
Is there like a thing of our fingerprint or something? And it's exactly the same.
You don't need some AI voice detector to realize that these guys are the same person. All you need to use is your common sense and ears. But you're probably wondering, why is he so adamant on denying that he's this MansionMaster character? And so I asked around the Sonic community why the MansionMaster was such a bad person. And I've been told that MansionMaster was a person who falsely accused people with little to no evidence and overall just harassed people in the Sonic community. And using the last video on his MansionMaster channel leaving the community, I'm coming to the conclusion that this is most likely true. He also deletes comments that he believes isn't worthy enough on his YouTube channel. Basically, he deletes most negative comments about him. The comments? I've seen quite a few of them get deleted.
So, as for deleted comments, yes, that has happened, and I'll tell you why. These people have been coming to my comment section, and I could tell they didn't watch the video, because instead of talking about something in the video, they proceed to do things like call me Diddy, or make fun of me, or blatantly lie about me.
And then they called me Diddy in the comments. 3D Redler hates lies. Boo-hoo. Oh my fucking god. That's like such crybaby tactics. It feels like he uses the whole not watching the video fully and properly as a bit of a scapegoat just to delete comments he doesn't like. And even if they call you a Diddy, so what? Do they have proof? Like, just use common sense, man. But the worst thing is that he has deleted victims' comments. This victim's comment was practically saying, "You're a liar," because I was grouped. When I asked him why he would delete this victim's comment, he said it's because he personally doesn't believe that they watched the entire video.
And they just ignored what I said. So yes, I did block them from my channel, because instead of it, this made it clear that they didn't watch the video. And I know people might not like that, but it is what it is.
This is a victim just defending themselves and their trauma, and McRedler just deletes it. No matter what way you put it, deleting comments that you don't believe to meet your criteria, that they're not worthy enough to lift a Mjolnir, is just a dumb way to do this. And it makes him look like a bit of a baby who can't handle a little bit of criticism. Hell, he even deleted Sileskios' comment and blocked him because his comment didn't immediately respond to the 30 minutes of criticisms and just joked around. He legit can't face any sort of negativity. I like to see him in some fucking like COB lobbyist shit. This isn't VRChat. You can't just like block anyone that you want to. Like, come on. But you're probably wondering, why am I bringing this up? This video is about Sileskios, not about McRedler lying. And that's because I don't think McRedler should be a trustworthy narrator at all. We know he's lying about being in the Sonic community before. He's deleting comments that he deems to be unworthy. I, along everyone else, shouldn't trust him. He might just be friends with Midori and trying to defend his friend. He's not a reliable narrator, and we have no idea what his actual intentions are because he just lies and deletes comments. Now, the video's been out for 2 weeks. McRedler has gone on the record saying he's going to do a response to Sileskios' response. This guy has literally just been off the internet for like a week now, probably. The Sileskios sleeper agents got him, bro. They got him. Now, I have no idea whether or not this was voluntary and he's just taking his pretty time to respond, or if he's just went off the internet. Okay, turns out I was wrong. McRedler is back, kind of. He said he's gonna do a response sometime soon, but he isn't active in his Discord at all, nor do I see his account ever get online. So I believe this does feed into my little game theory that it's most likely his alt and he's just trying to defend a friend of his. I am recording this much later. I kind of put this video off for a bit because I was incredibly 50-50 on posting it, mainly so that I don't get labeled as like super Diddy, because I disagree with Sileskios slightly. Thanks for watching. watching. I would love to hear your opinion on this in the comments.